Hey, this is Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder here, and you're listening to the Everblack podcast.
Hey, humans, God, this is odorous from Guam.
Going to Battle Fear Factory.
This is George Corshunter Fisher.
This is Jasmine Double Drop.
This is Wade from Our Last Enemy.
Mike Nielsen, Suicidal Tendencies.
Hey, this is Wednesday 13. This is Rex from Kill Devil Hill.
This is Gary Bree from Sepultura. You're listening to Everblack Podcast.
All right, before we go into this episode, we just need to give a shout out to our show supporters, the brutal occult clothing brand Electric Witch, who have amazing apparel from shirts to hoodies to hats to beanies and more. Check out their full range at electricwitch.com.au and put in the code EverBlack for 20% off your order. Don't forget to subscribe, rate and review the Everblack podcast through Spotify, iTunes, YouTube and Facebook, and check out all our articles at everblackmedia.com. All right, on with the show.
Things, and then this is outside. You can't see. It's pretty dark, but this is like a little room here that it's like an office.
I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
but hey man, I feel like I've traveled. I feel like I've been on holiday.
You traveled 6,000 miles or whatever, right? Just this is one of the amazing things about technology. When people ask me about the song and technology, I'm like, look at this. Before, 20 years ago, this would be science fiction, right?
Oh, I know.
And now we do this, and we don't even think about it, other than me trying to figure out how to get in because I'm so computer illiterate. But that's another story.
No, you're right. You're right. If you went back in time and you said 30 years ago, you said, man, we're going to be able to talk to people on our computers like Jetsons shit. People would just be like, nah. Yeah,
maybe 2150 or something.
That's
right?
it. Yeah. We're all robots.
Right. And then that's probably what's coming, which is scary.
That's it. Oh, man, it's true. It's true. But, yeah, well, John, thanks so much for joining us on the show, man. It's an absolute honor to have you here in Australia. Well, sort of.
Right. Well, we miss Australia. It's been a long time since we played there, and Armored Saints only played there once, actually, in the history of the band. It was not a very good tour for me. I got really ill at the end of it. I didn't even play the last show. Which is weird. It's like probably one and only show that Armored Saint actually did without John Bush in the band. But that is some claim to fame, the show that we played in Perth. I was so ill I couldn't even get out of bed. So I kind of have some kind of rectifying for you can do that.
Sorry, you just froze up there. Hang on.
So
there you go. Yeah. The technology's not there yet. There, you're back. Yeah, cool.
Did you hear what I said? Where did you leave off?
I just missed it. You said you feel like you've got a bit of, I think, catching up to do, you were saying?
Yeah, because I didn't do that one show in Perth. Yeah, so, but we need to get back one day when we could play shows.
Damn right. I mean, you've been here before. I mean, you toured here with Anthrax and
many tours there with Anthrax, and always great ones. So
yeah. Well, we definitely need more Armored Saint down here, that's for sure. And, of course, I mean, this new album, man, Punching the Sky, is out on October 23. And, dude, I've been lucky enough to hear it. I feel really blessed. It's awesome, man. Was it close to getting finished in time before everything went nuts around the world? Was there a deadline in place?
We began recording in January, and so right around that quarantine area time where everybody really was supposed to kind of hold up, we were done with actually the recording process. Wow. So we just had to give the masters, or not the masters, the mixes to Jay Rustin to go and complete them, and he was able to do that on his own, and he probably didn't want us there anyway, and we were fortunate in that regard. So we had some good luck. Sometimes Armored Saint has bad luck, but this case we actually had some pretty good luck.
Oh man, I'm so glad that it's coming out and hasn't been delayed. That's for sure. Because man, so good.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was never really a decision to delay the record, because especially now when you can have shows, people can't perform. I mean, why are we going to prevent people from hearing our music at the same time? It's like a double whammy. So, I think it's like, put it out, let people, go in their man cave, get a beer. And, put on some headphones and crank the record, and that's the perfect escape. So I thought it was really mandatory that we put it out.
Absolutely, man. Because, I mean, there has been some really good releases this year that has kept a lot of us sane. I'm
Right.
sure you're feeling the same way, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. There's like, I mean, it's the whole trip about the pandemic is that it is a global thing. So everybody kind of relate to what's happening. And, you know, no, I want to go to concerts myself, you know, and I miss going to shows. Thank you. And, you know, it's sad.
Well, you got one coming up this weekend.
Right. We're doing the live stream
live
show.
stream.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Albeit probably a little unusual and weird, but hey, everyone's doing them, so we wanted to do one as well. And you know, it's the Whiskey, which is a great venue, and we're actually helping, you know, someone. You know, all these venues, they have no sheet creative in what they do, and so we're happy to help in our little way. And you know, it should be a lot of fun. And I think it'll be a little weird playing to cameras and really nobody else. But, you know, we've done videos, so it'll be similar to that. And we look to playing some new songs, and which we've been rehearsing, and they sound great, and some deep tracks, and it should be fun.
Are you going to have some people there in the audience?
Probably my wife, Joey's wife, maybe our booking agent, the camera people. I think that's about it, really.
Yeah.
I think it's only really going to be a couple of people there. So I think it'll be a great show for my wife because she won't have to worry about getting any sweat on her and kind of rock out in her own space. So it'll probably be the best gig of her life for Armored Saint.
Well, man, that's going to be awesome, man. And you know, the track I've been digging the most from it is, no spoilers, but Bubble.
No,
Like,
really?
That
Okay,
is cool, man. Like, I really, really like that song a lot.
Oh, that's great. All right, cool. I like hearing that song because it's so big, you know, and has a lot of space, especially in the verses. So there's a lot of room to sing, and it's really open and heavy. So it was challenging actually to sing over that and really make those verses really count vocally, at least. Cool riff. You know, we're all in the bubble anyway, so it's kind of weird how this, you know, that song was written probably about 1.5 years back, but lyrically it really came to mean a lot more right now because we use that term bubble a lot. So it wasn't the intention of the song, but as I've been talking to people and explaining some lyrics on songs, it's kind of funny how sometimes lyrics take on new meanings based on what's happening in life, and I really get excited when that happens.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a bit of a connection between End of It, the Attention Span, and Bubble? Like, lyrically, are they connected in some way?
No, not really, but you can if you want to. You know, I think with Bubble, the kind of basic idea behind Bubble is like there's this bubble of a place you want to get into, whether it's like you know, a club or, you know, some kind of elitist world or you know, what else, like something, you know, maybe a political party or, you know, something that you desire getting into. And then once you get into it, you know, the classic, oh, I don't know if I want to be here. I don't know if I like this world after all. And so then it kind of flips, and it's the theory of, how do I get out of this now? So, I mean, that could be like a personal relationship that you have with somebody who, you know, you thought you wanted to be friends with. And then once you become friends, you're like, I don't think I like this person anymore. I need to end this friendship, you know? So I think that was kind of the general gist of the lyrics for that song. So,
what about in regards to the overall theme of the album? I mean, I've always gotten a bit of a positive thing from your lyrics, like, you know, overcoming adversity and things like that. Is that the overall theme of this album?
In certain songs, you know, I like to touch on that. I guess I've written a lot of songs, probably kind of convince myself to think that way, stay positive in life. And I think it's important. I know sometimes it's not the metal, you know, kind of image, but it's just it's just the way I think. So you know, I think there are some songs like that. Certainly Giants is one. And You know, a song Never You Fret is a little bit more about the band and believing in the band, but still having that kind of optimistic feeling. However, Fly in the Ointment was a song that was kind of dealing with lyrically how life can be a bitch sometimes, really, quite frankly. I mean, there's more to the song than that, but that was the general gist of the theme behind it, even to the point where I had the title and I thought it was a cool title, and even Joey was like, well, don't you think it might be a little negative? And I was like, sometimes life's a bitch, you know. Sometimes you wake up with a headache, or you wake up and, you know, you got a flat tire and you got to go to work and you're running late and there's no water pressure. I don't know, you know, these are the things that we all have to contend with in life. So I thought, it doesn't mean I'm saying end your life. It just means you're acknowledging that this is a bitch and it sucks. And now I'm going to have to, you know, kind of fix it. And I think that was kind of the basic premise of that song. So yeah, I touched on that a little bit. Not all optimistic.
Hey man, I always get a positive message from your lyrics, that's for sure. Have you guys, I mean, in the lead up to this live stream gig you've got coming up at the Whiskey, have you guys been jamming? Have you guys been rehearsing regularly? Is it like that over there?
Well, not for us in particular as a band, but we did rehearse. We have been rehearsing for it, and we had to because we're playing new songs. So obviously, you know, I would hope at this point that I don't really think we'd ever have to rehearse Can You Deliver for the rest of our lives. You know, I mean, I really hope that, but, you know, when you're learning new songs and you're kind of constructing a set, you know, you kind of have to work it out. And, you know, there was a lot of work from home that everybody had to do. And then once we got together, then we kind of formed the set and, you know, learn the new songs, and those we had to play several times each day. But, you know, it's more about, that's the kind of stuff that motivates a rehearsal is really bringing in new songs to the fold. Yeah,
I can't wait to hear these new ones live. Like, I really like this album.
They sound great.
Yeah, man. I can't wait, dude.
And it's going to be weird to play them once and then go, okay, that's it.
No, I think there's going to be a few classics in there, bro. Well,
no, I mean, as far as like you play the new songs one time in one show, and then we don't have any more shows. So.
Oh no,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We will, man. We have to. We have to. I mean, down here. I mean,
where are you at? What city are you in?
I'm on the Gold Coast.
Oh, okay.
Queensland, near
south
of Brisbane. So we've had all our stuff eased, so we can play shows, but they're like 50, 70 people kind of cap. Yeah. And we're get bumped.
I remember hearing Melbourne had a little bit of a problem, but I thought that was like the worst city in Australia from what I heard.
In general, or just during pandemic?
Well, I feel like they just, like, no, I love Melbourne. I mean, I love all the cities in Australia. No, that's what I heard, that they had a relapse or something.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it's not cool. Well, I mean, it's been a tough year, but I mean, like yesterday, man, like, yeah, I mean, you've obviously heard the news of Eddie Van Halen, man. Like,
yeah, that was just cool. I couldn't even believe it. My jaw hit the floor. So,
man,
yeah, sad. It's really sad. I mean, Eddie is arguably, you know, I think you can say that he maybe is the most original rock guitar player of all time. I mean, he's certainly up there if he's not, because what he did to transform, you know, rock guitar playing was just, you know, there's amazing players, you know, Hendrix, whatever, but somehow, some way, he just really transformed it.
Yeah, man.
You know, and it was never the same, you know, so it's a tragedy for sure.
Did you ever meet him? Did you ever have that?
I never did. I never met any. I never played any shows with Van Halen. And, you know, it's funny because we started out playing shows in the Pasadena area when we were a local band. But obviously Van Halen was long gone by then. But I did go see Van Halen at the Long Beach Arena, which was the arena here that they used to do great shows at here in LA, once in Long Beach. But I saw him on the first album, you know, and it was awesome. It was just amazing. So, yeah, you know, it's just a drag, you know, him, then Neil Peart not too long before that.
Dude.
It's, you know, it's unfortunately we're all getting older and you'll probably just see more of it, sadly enough. But the music lives on, you know, what can you do?
and it's all in the DNA, man. Like I can hear, like you, man. Like metal wouldn't be the same today if it wasn't for dudes like. Well, I hear a lot of his in a lot of stuff, like his work. It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, so many people try to emulate Eddie Van Halen. I mean, it was a slew of followers and, you know, imitators. And, you know, you could say Randy Rhoads was, you know, imitating Eddie Van Halen. So, but, you know, his legend will be forever. And that's the best thing about music. So.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And, you know, you are classed as you're one of my favorite vocalists, that's for sure. And one of the best in the world, that's for sure.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
dude,
you know.
No, you are, man. I love everything you do. I'm trying not to fanboy here. Trying
That's
to keep
okay.
it cool, bro.
You're keeping it.
But do you get hit up for like vocal lessons and stuff a lot by fans and?
Not really. I've never really kind of like suggested that I would be willing to give them. So maybe that's a reason why. But, you know, and if I talk to people, what I always say, create your own kind of sound and your own niche. And that's hard to do. And it takes a long time really to do that.
Yeah.
You start off, you know, kind of emulating people and like I did. And then, as time goes by, you kind of hopefully develop your own sound and style and trip. And, you know, I think that was the thing that I always wanted to do, you know, is just kind of have a voice that people say, that's him, you know, because that's how I feel about my favorite singers. You know, I hear it and it's just immediately, you know it. So I think it's more, you know, techniques, those things are things you could certainly improve on. And the things that work to help embellish your sound. And I try to do that and, you know, try to stay away from vocal troubles. And I've had plenty of my share, but, you know, here I'm 57, I'm still belting it out. So I guess that says something, but I think it's, if I gave advice to somebody, it would be like, for one, try to listen to a lot of different singers and, you know, try to imitate a lot of singers. And then once you do that, hopefully you can craft your own style. And I think that's the most important thing, is just to really kind of have your own unique sound. And I think that's, to me, it's not about ability, because mine is probably fairly limited, but it's about creating your own style.
Well, I mean, I got to say, you, even 30 years, man, later, you sound incredible, dude. You sound as good as you did back then. Like,
well, there's a sweet spot, like a warm kind of mid-range voice area that I kind of really just kind of hone in on. And I think that's my best area. And it's like I said, it's a warm area for me. And, you know, my voice has gotten lower, you know, certainly since I was 21 years old, but, you know, I think it sounds better now. It's, you know, I don't try to, when I sing high, I feel like it's something I can do, and I don't try to go beyond it. Believe it or not, the things I struggle with is singing kind of lower and in a lower range. Yeah, those are the areas that are a little bit more troubling for me. So I was just talking to Joey today saying, I think I need to take some voice lessons again. So I think I need to, I would benefit from taking some lessons. So, hey, go figure.
Oh, so. Dude, man, as I said, hey, man, if whatever you can learn in this life, and right. Say that, man, it's definitely motivating. And, oh, man, I need to see you guys back down here. So hopefully 2021, pencil it in now. You can come to my house, have some beers, and hang out. How's that? That
sounds great. That
hopefully,
sounds great.
Fingers crossed, dude.
Yeah, so we never played New Zealand either, and I know that's another country, and it's not really that close to Australia. But you know, when you go all the way to Australia, it'd be also cool to go there, and we haven't played there. So, you know, I love those cities are great. Like I said, had always great shows over the Anthrax, and you know, I owe Peart because I didn't perform there with Armored Saint back. I think it was 06 when we were with Death Angel, or trying to remember what year it was. It was a while ago, so we're definitely due.
Overdue. Let's party, man. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, John, thank you so much for hanging out on the show, man. Sorry, my dog's going crazy.
That's okay. No problem.
The new Armored Saint album, Punching the Skies, out on October 23rd. all the best to you and the guys, and stay safe, and we'll
You
see you
too.
soon.
You too.
Thank you so much, brother.
All right, so we'll see you soon. We'll see you, and thanks for all the support. Appreciate it.